Welcome in to another episode of Farming Simulator 25 with me, the midlife Simster. Thanks for joining me again on Hutan Pantai. So we are now into September. Loads to do this month. Morning, buddy. Sun. I do like the effects. Plenty to talk about. I touched on it very briefly in the last episode. I haven't taken these up to the temple yet, simply because I was hoping a little more would generate, but then what I didn't do actually, oh wow, that needs some wood, so we will get some planks very soon. So lots to do, even more to do than I remembered. So got to add some wood into there. We got to harvest the rice fields over the far side of the farm. Got loads of these things. At some point during the winter month we're gonna have to get rid of them. So this is going to have to come out the ground today and be sold, as is the other field. We need to then delete this field and extend it. I think I'm going to make it a grass field. I think I'm going to go with a grass field for now, because it can always turn it into something else or use it as pasture. I'm very keen, whoopsie daisy, going the wrong way, sorry. Very keen to buy that plot of land over there, but I just don't know if it's going to work. When I did a bit of testing off screen, what I found the best way to do was actually to buy this plot of land, but then we got the bandstand. Oh, hello. Hello. How am I going to get up there? Right, okay. So let's have a look here. If we... Right, so if I go to this, visit this plot of land... Oh, what a nice little start to the episode. This is all going to help towards the greater plans and the greater good. The greater good. Okay. Up here. Where was it? Yes. Sweet. Another 10,000, and I actually know where there is another one, so that's quite tempting. What are we talking about? Yeah, it's really difficult to put the pasture down the bottom where I wanted to put it originally, and I've talked about putting it, but it's much easier then to put it out in this open field, and then we could put then the fence running basically down the front here, over the cliff face, which is like all land we can't really use. Could even bring it, if you wanted to, down the roadside around the front here, back up and into the field here, so you could almost have kind of one pasture here and then another there. Bit of leveling maybe beforehand, so there's a lot of potential there. There's a part of me that thinks I don't know if it's even worth putting them in the kind of, where's the if I was doing the cows, I wouldn't even know if it's even worth having that pasture. Other than just, I suppose you could have just a small one for like the calves, like the brand new babies to go in, and once they're mature enough to be providing you milk, you just have to get them into the cow barn. So I'd almost kind of rather build a big cow barn, I think, than waste the money on that, certainly initially. I mean, it's difficult then, because you could get the cows up and running straight away, whereas if I was to say, well, I'm going to buy that first, and I can't get the cows up and running straight away, so it's tricky. I mean, in its purest form, doesn't really allow, you know, it doesn't give you many, does it? Doesn't give you many, so don't know, food for thought. But anyway, we've got some serious work to get on with. So, and then we definitely need to start considering what we're going to do about these fields and tidying them up, getting them ready for the next harvest. We've got to do something with this one as well. I think it's obviously they're all going to need a lot of work. We got to get this lot up to the temple when any other new wood arrives as well, so we'll do that towards the end of it, and then just drag this lot out. A lot of the stuff, the produce from the last episode that was here, I hadn't realized, but this had run out, so the kimchi didn't have anything. It didn't have any chili, any garlic, any spring onions, so I had to drop those off, or the cabbage. So one of each of those went into that production. So they should all be running fine. So at the moment, oh, that's about to run out of flour. Oh, we're having an absolute stinker here. That's got some water. That's got water, so that's fine. Shrooms have got some water, so that's good. Ah, what's the noodle soup run out of now? So it's got flour, eggs as usual. Oh my word. Dear, dear me. Lots to do, no time to do it. Right. Let's get to work. Right, well that's annoying. Because just when I thought I'd solved it and it was all alphabetical happy days and L2R2 for the win, gave us the screens all L2R2 now just is jump between fruit types and miscellaneous. We're back to now to scroll through the whole list on console that I can see. That is a downgrade in my opinion. Hey ho. Temple still by far the best. Yeah. Okay. So it's over the right hand side, isn't it? All right there. Yeah. So we're gonna follow the main road. We're gonna take a left. We're gonna straight to the petrol station, straight across there. At the end of there, we're gonna turn right at that petrol station, left, and then up the hill. Okay, see you there. Yeah, and misty setting on our first ever journey to the temple. Okay, so before we drop anything off, I just want to have a little look at what we actually need to drop off, really. Next step is just planks long and cement bags. So, to be safe, I assume we can still, yeah, it must bulk up ready for the next load, mustn't it? Right, so 13,000 for the planks. The beams aren't on the list. Oh, look at that, 10,000 for that, nice. And then, what's that, 4 sets of short planks? Another 18,000. Nice. Right. Got some decisions to make. Right, so back at the farm. Ah, trophy. Thank you. Very kind. Let's get down here and sort this guy because he's got a full, or she's got a full green tank, I think. How annoying, you've just left 4 little things standing. Not that it'll do anything at all for our overall. But the OCD in me can't stand for that. $1 litre. Well, it all counts, I suppose. Right. Which side does this end up going on? This side, isn't it? Nice. Get you down to the lower field. Now what we got to decide on, and I really can't make my mind up on, is what we're going to do with our money. What I want is equipment. So new tractors, the Merlot, you know, there's lots of new, a direct seeder, just loads of things, but they're more comfort purchases. They're more like they're not gonna make me money. They're more likely to simply... Interesting start. I'll leave you to it though. All they're doing is just making their like quality of life purchases, is probably the better way to describe them. Whereas fields, animals, productions make me money. New greenhouse. So I'm a little bit torn. I gotta be honest. A little bit torn. What I'm not torn about though is I'm gonna give it a go, and even though everything I seem to have heard or read or whatever suggests that rice is better sold, it makes reversing so difficult. I hope it's not just me that finds this weird. Right, you need to change the tip side to the back. Dump the rice in there. Cool. So now you should be making rice bags. 2 times rice bags, all the different things clearly. And you've got 1,700 litres, and the way it'll work is 100 litres of rice will give me a 45 bags of rice bags, and 56 on the rice rolls. Even though it's called rice bags, there's clearly rice rolls. Okay. Right, so that's down there doing that. That's taken over by there. Drop the wood off. So it's just, it really is a quick case of, can afford that, but then really not do anything with it. That's too difficult to build on. That. Ay, ay, ay. It's 50% fertilized. Needs lime, needs plowing. It's not the best field to buy when you look at what needs doing on it. Yeah, it's an ugly field. Ah, a new field, of course, needs some lime. We'll have to do that before we plant as well. And we need to plant our wheat. We got to do that this month or next month. Dear me. Right, there's no time for chitter chatter. Next job. I think it's going to have to be... Probably going to have to be the dealing with that wheat field, isn't it? Getting that ready quickly. Wood is doing fine. So what's in the sprayer at the moment? Let's go have a look. Probably should be lime still, shouldn't it? Not quite. Nope, solid fertilizer. Okay, brilliant. So let's unload that. It's going to drop off to the back, off to the left over there, is it? Yep. There's our lime over there. Uses quite a lot of lime, but we're not doing a massive amount. Deere in. Gonna take some serious getting used to. This is. I think maybe 2 pallets just to be safe, and then we can always drop them back off. Right. And then we're going to need to cultivate. Our cultivator is quite small. It's still probably the right one for now. Failing to abide by my own rule and liming uphill over there is going to cost me, isn't it? By that much. Ah, it's unbelievable. Ugh. Right, let's just check that then. Alright, the fertilizer doesn't need lime anymore. Happy days. Get you back up to the farm and out the way. Then we'll need to empty out the rice out of the harvester. I still can't get used to this new steering. Ugh. Teach me for not paying attention, won't it? Guessing you're full, are you? Are you stuck? What's the matter? Oh dear. Oh dear, dear. Alright, come on then. You can figure this out for yourself. Well, that's a new one, getting stuck by them. Interesting. I'm going to wear this off now. Why did it come all the way up there to start from this end? Why didn't it just start from that end? Bizarre. Right, so we'll finish off a few jobs. Maybe move the pallets out of the way, get them ready over there. We're pretty much back as to where we were. In hindsight, I should have just filled this thing full of lime the first time round rather than trying to guess how much it would take and then just left it full of the lime because it would just be so much easier that way. Hey ho, joys of hindsight. And of course, we need to plough our new field, so maybe that's what we'll start with. So, if we go in here, we'll save the game just in case something goes horribly wrong. Now, if I remember rightly, we go into construction, enter into this action mode. Yes, we do. Happy days. So now we can cut a new field there, all the way along there, up and around there if we can try and figure that bit out. Come all the way down here, we'll come further out. Cut down, come further out and cut down. We can come all the way along here and rejoin there. That's the plan. I just thought, this isn't the product at all, is it? Serves me right for not paying attention. This guy needs to be emptied. So let's go and sort that out. But the actual priority is that top field, because it is now September. And we need to put some wheat in. So we need to get cultivating that so that we can put the wheat in and then worry about this field, because general plan, I'm still really undecided on it, but I think my preference would be, where are they? Soybean, but we don't have to do that till April. So there's a bit kind of pointless rushing creating that field unless we do grass, but then we haven't got the animals, unless there's just so many things I want to do in this game. I don't know what to do first and next. I want to buy some land, I want some animals. For animals we need grass, but we need money makers, that's what we need. I mean, we're only in the second year, that's the thing. There's a part of me that's very tempted to actually go a bit of a different way and go and buy another greenhouse, because it's a bit of an easier money maker for us right now. And we can just let that then go to work, sell everything in January, try and get as much money as we can, and then push into animals. Because the thing is, you do the animals, we're going to need, you know, to create the field and the space for them. But we're also potentially going to need a milking pen, depending on what animal we go with. If we do that, it just all adds up, doesn't it? Because then you're going to need then the crop. So we're going to need, especially if it's the water buffalo and the cows, we're going to need the TMR at the point that they're old enough to breed and be creating milk for us, which I know takes a little while. But when you look at the prices of the crops, right? Are you going to do this properly now, mate, and do this? When you look at the price of like the produce and stuff that can be gained from it, like buffalo milk bottle, I don't know why it's cheaper. It must be the amount that goes into it is less, maybe. Interesting. And then, but I mean, buffalo mozzarella is a joke, isn't it? Look at that. But I'm sure obviously it takes ages to do it. I tell you, the more I have thought about it though, is that productions, I actually don't think £36,000 ones are worth it. Maybe they help us kind of get off the ground with a few things. I just thought about something else. They may help us get off the ground, but the 1/10 production rate is so much slower than if you just bought the kind of, even the big ones, you know, even the kind of £300,000 ones. It just, you're going to make that money back quite quickly in sales, as long as you've got enough kind of product to be filling it. So, for example, like, you know, you look at that buffalo milk, buffalo mozzarella. If you've got the water buffalo feeding that, then you're going to be laughing. It's going to make you the money back sooner rather than later. Whereas it's so slow producing that buffalo milk, for example. You know, I don't think it's actually worth it. So even the wood production, I'm quite annoyed actually, because the wood production's only 150. We could actually afford that now. Fill that with wood and make an absolute killing. I just don't like the wood. Just feels a bit cheeky to me. I don't know. It doesn't feel right going to the temple and getting paid for that as a construction. Now the answer is I could just not do it, couldn't I? But I want and we need the money, so that isn't really the option. All right, come on then. Oh, this steering is killing me. I wonder if it's like how bad it is on if you had if you had the steering wheel set up. Right, let's get that production up and running again. Let's just check now. So the grain mill now has 3,000 litres of wheat in it. So that'll be running on the wheat flour. Great, our flour, that's fine. Saplings, I mean, at this point, do you know what? Why are we even keeping them? We got, you know, I don't think we're going to need more than 6 of them, which we've got around the side. What if I change the output to selling? I wonder. Big greenhouse has got 17,000 litres of water in it. Oh, that's what I meant to do. Hang on, I'll come back to this. Mushrooms, absolutely fine. Preserve factory, you're still ticking over. You've got everything you need just about. You've only got 26 eggs, though. See, chickens, we need some more chickens. Sawmill, you've got 8,000 litres of wood. Fine. Okay. Ay, so much to do, so little time. One of the bug fixes from Giants, let's see if it's an option. Where would it be? Where would it be? Where would it be? Selling points, maybe? So, the windmill that's... Whoops, no. I don't like these new menus. So, it's not in there. It's not going to be in greenhouse. It's not in cultivation. I can't imagine it's in generators because it's not making us any money. It's not in factories, I know that much. So it's not in sheds. Maybe silos? Surely not. The point I'm trying to make is that the water pump windmill that's in the Riverbed Springs, is it? The American map? Was charging when you took water out of it. That has now been fixed. I wonder if that's, you know, placed near greenhouse. Yeah, but is that going to charge me? You know, I'm not going to... I don't want to put you down if you're just going to start rinsing me for money. Constructibles, well, we're not... We don't want to build any of this. Container. I wonder... aha. Oh, it's going to cost us 10 grand. So that doesn't charge. Now, don't get me wrong. I mean, we've got our little... option up in the far corner there, which is our cheaty paddy field, which is free, but that it doesn't feel right, does it? Whereas this is genuinely what it's meant to be. But I ain't spending £10,000 to get free water when I can have free water over there. So okay, back to it. So you're now good. Let's get you out of here. Actually, I'll tell you what, we can do that off camera. Let's get you over here, and let's get you to work over in that field. We gotta get a wriggle on. Let's have a little look. Cultivator is trapped in next to our... I can't remember what it's called. Paddy field seeder, I suppose? I don't know. Oh, thank you. Excuse me. Coming through. Excuse me. I so need to sort this yard out. It's such a mess. So many things I want to do and just not enough money. Impatient. I definitely need to take the Daggerwin approach at this point. I need to get through a couple of years quickly and just smash out some money from this game. And then we could start getting going. I hate to do it, but the common sense is greenhouse right now. Just put that in, fill it with water, let that start earning for us ASAP. Do a year of that, and then we can focus on and maybe get the animals in. And when they're young, just let them feed. If I do a grass field where we've... Let me set this up first, hang on. I'm chatting and... Right, you're going to be okay to get on with this. You figure it out. Keep a little eye on our work here for a minute. Yeah, so where the field that I'm currently ploughing and creating, if we turn that into a grass field, it isn't going to give us much. But if we fertilise it, you know, look after it, it might give us a couple of bales. Maybe 3 bales, I suppose, at 180 centimetre bales. Big ones. That would maybe be enough to keep us ticking over. If it was just grass bales rather than silage, or we wouldn't need to make it into... Well, would we? I mean... No, because they're only be little ones, wouldn't they? So they don't need the full hit. We don't worry about getting a high percentage on them. It's only when we would move them across then to a milking shed that we would need to make sure that we've got TMR or hay at the bare minimum. Right, okay, you're good. You're ticking away there. Let's get our... Where is he? Rice harvester. Get you out of there. Drop off your remaining 900 litres. Is it this month now we sell the rice? Rice. 3,463 in September, so we do. And currently 3.5 at the grain mill. Probably our best kind of factory. That's for muchness, really. Just check how much. Right, you keep going up there, my friend. Let's have a look. What have you got? You've got 1,200 litres of rice in you. That's all I'm going to give you. I'd rather sell what the rest we've got just to get a bit of extra cash on the go. That cash infusion. Keep it ticking over. And, you know, if I come to regret my decision and go, oh yeah, we should have actually have used that rice, then it's no drama. It's not the end of the world. There's next year, isn't it? Come on now. Right, in you go, in you go, my friend. No. Oh, I didn't think about that, did I? Oh, no. Oh, dear, that's so stupid. I'm so stupid. Making all that effort to make sure I didn't put the nozzle into and over the input point, and then it just automatically binned it out. Why would it do it automatically though? That's strange. I don't know why it would do that. Ah dear, live and learn. Oh well, you had a bit of extra rice, so we're going to have some rice flour now. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, why not? Okay, so you're now of absolutely no use to me for another 12 months or so. I'll chuck you properly out the way, I think, down here. Even though it look a bit weird, at least you're not getting in the way of anyone. Thank you very much. Go over to here. I don't think there's anything else that sells high at the moment that we can maybe use. I think there's the... Whoops, a little bit overshot it. Right, let's get out of here. Is that all the rice? Is it worth even? It might be worth just dumping that back in and doing this in one journey, because... $5,000 litres of rice. Oh, I wish, you know, bigger tractor. Oh, we need so much. Right, I'll be back in a second. Okay, so a little bit off plan. Filled the rice, brought the truck back, sorted that out, got that ready. Realised then that... Where are we? Over here. We didn't have long to wait until we get a new kimchi pallet. So figured, may as well wait there. So we've only got another 23 litres to go for that. So, happy days. While sorting that out, did this field. Sorted this field out, ploughed it, finished it off, tidied it up around the edge by here. So all good. And then spent some money and created a horrific collision and a bit of a bump, but we'll work around it. And we've got our new greenhouse. So, gonna fill this up with water now, off camera. Get that producing as quick as we can so that come January we can get a load of produce over to the shops and hopefully start making our money back. And I think my next plan is then to buy this field. 162,000 when we got the money. We can then harvest it. It needs a lot of work because it still needs... I've got to work out how to stop jumping out that screen without coming back. But yeah, it's just been planted, so it's got a long time to grow. So we won't buy it yet, but it's got a good set of fertilizer in it, which is good. It doesn't need ploughing, which is great. Oh, sorry, it does need ploughing. It's got one state of fertilizer, not two. I was looking at 25, not 26 then. And it does need lime. However, I've done it again. If we nip over there quickly, it's still in a position where we could do all those things if we can buy it quick enough or in its first state. So some options there for us. So I'm going to wait for this now to produce that final pallet of kimchi. I've got the other one loaded up on here. Whilst it's doing that, I'm going to fill that with water, and then we're going to head off and drop these off to get a couple of quid. So I'll see you in a moment. So a little bit of a disclosure. Really wasn't happy with how bumpy the new greenhouse was. Sorry, just kicked the mic. So I have moved it and edited it a little bit and made it a little bit nicer, and it also allows a better access towards the water point over there. So that's growing. It's basically growing everything other than, what do we set it on? What did I set it up to do? Everything other than strawberries and tomatoes, basically. So yeah, so it's underway. Happy days. I think they're both doing the same, aren't they? So, because that hasn't got strawberries on, hasn't got tomatoes on. It's got everything else, and so's that. So, I mean, we could do strawberries and tomatoes, I suppose, but for now, I'll let them go. We've done them before. The only reason I'm running lettuce is because it's worth so much. I think, I don't know, but it feels like it's one of the more valuable products in the game. Let me just turn this off. In hindsight, I had a little bit of a sort of play around off camera with everything. And I wish I hadn't kind of made this and saved it now, because I wish I'd have left that field alone and maybe turned this into something going forward, because I'm quite keen, I think. I'm going to give it some thought, but I'm quite keen to delete this now. We got loads of rice saplings, loads and loads and loads. We don't need that many rice saplings. I mean, we've got enough over there, realistically, for the next planting, let alone all of these, and who knows how many are underneath in the ready to kind of come out and spawn. So I'm quite tempted to move that and delete it. Sell the chickens out, or get, you know, whatever. So, well, salmon, they're not worth much, only a couple $100. Sell the chickens out, get rid of that, get rid of this barn up here, move all of this, and then just then utilize all of this area for something. I'm very tempted to use it for an animal, because you got a nice flat area here, and then you could, in theory, then this could be the pasture coming out here, the cows, because at least then they're on the farm. and buffalo. And maybe then the big chicken shed for there. Coming down into this area, so we get a tump load of chickens in there. Then we got loads of eggs going. We could get the milk up and running. There's so much I want to do. There's so much I want to do, and I really want to do a big production rather than these little 36s. So, yeah, food for thought. Anyway, I'm always thinking, aren't I? That's the thing I keep saying. Oh, I'm going to think on this, and I never really make a decision. So, right, we're going to take the rice now. Where did I say? Currently, best price 3491. Preserve food factory is me, so I can't use that. So it is going to be. Oh, I don't use the train. So 3471 at the grain mill. Cool. And then we've got kimchi on board, which is best to sell at the farmers market in the town, plus a thing of noodle soup, which I'm hoping will be the farmers market as well. It's certainly other restaurants actually. 4623. Do the restaurant take kimchi? They do. 1895, 1952. But it is going up. So maybe if we do the restaurant for both, then it's not much in it. By the time we get to the restaurant, hopefully that price will keep going up and it'll match the what would have been the farmers market. So we need to head over. Where am I going? Up there, aren't I? Past the shop, basically. Across then, over the bridge, left up the fields and into this area, and then we can drop back down. And the restaurant is, where is it? There. Yeah, drop down there and maybe find our way around. So we'll go and do a bit of exploring. So I'll see you up there. I just thought, my bad. There's no point. Nothing happening with this field. We might. It's going to be a push, but we might be able to get it drilled. No, don't lower that. We might be able to get that drilled tonight. Probably not. What is it now? 5 to 6 game time. Is it worth even trying? Or just doing it first thing in the morning and then having an extra month? I don't think we'll get it done in the game time. See, that's the problem. Nah, we probably won't, will we? Nah, okay, I'll start it first thing in the morning. There's not going to be an issue with that. Plant the wheat tomorrow. It's fine. Could put a canola crop in there for now. I'm not going to do... I can't... I don't know what to do. Ah. I tell you what I am going to do, which is pretty boring, and I'll probably change up in about 10 minutes, but once we drop this rice off, I am going to pay off... I got to check actually first what loan. I'm assuming I think we've still got 20 grand on the loan. Right, let's have a look here. 2 seconds. In goes the rice. Come on. Keep going. 18,000. Not bad. 18,661. Good stuff. I like that. Okay, it's a shame we got rid of the rice fields, really, isn't it? Yeah, so we got 20,000 on the loan, so no more interest on the overnighters. Not saving us massive, but it, you know, we're not using the money. We got all this money sat in the bank at the moment. We may as well tuck it away and try and say, oh, no, don't do it. Ain't worth it. Don't do it. equipment, fair enough, but that's not the way to go, I don't think. Right, so we're in here. I kind of told us what this is such a difficult place to get to, whereas the farm, we could, the city, we can just smash straight back down there. It's just so difficult to get to this place. We haven't been up this way, have we? Let's go exploring. If I come back out of the main road, turn right, and then turn left, and just follow that. Okay. Okay, so here we're at the restaurant. I know part of this episode is complaining a lot about some of the stuff that's going on, or the changes that have been made to this game and stuff, but £6,500, better than a kick in the teeth, I suppose. But there are parts of this game that I just do love. I mean, that is cool. That is cool. So, back to the farm we go. Call it a day for September. Busy day tomorrow, we'll get the wheat. Oh no. Sorry, mate. So we'll get planting the wheat. Have I come up like a one way? I must have, because all the signs face their way. It didn't feel like it was the wrong way. It clearly is. So we'll get that started tomorrow. This is on the way up this hill. Wow! Nearly went into the front of their garden. My bad. Which way am I going? Whoops. Yeah. Go on then. Yeah, get the wheat in the ground tomorrow, so that top field is good to go. I mean, there's an argument we could put wheat in the new field where the old rice crop is, but I think I'd rather try something a bit different. And even though we'd have to hire the equipment, I'm still kind of keen to go that way with it. The sensible thing to do in our position with this money is buy a field which we can harvest with the equipment that we've got. So we can't have any kind of vegetable crop or anything like that, because we haven't got the equipment for it, so absolutely pointless. However, if we could find a canola field when it's ready, that'd be good. Wheat, oat, even sorghum, anything in it, just so we can harvest that crop out of it when we buy it. So we're making money back off the field straight away, and then we can utilize that field then for whatever we're going to do. Now, even better if it's got a patch of forestry on it, so we could start going to work with that. I don't know, just I'm gonna have to try and be as busy as I can be over this winter now to try and get as much money, and then maybe sort of April, May time we might be in a position to do a couple of big things. So that might be field animals, big production, a couple of different options. Oh, this fog, the low level fog is great and atmospheric for when you're in the van, but when you drive at the angle I like to have the camera, it's an absolute pain. Right, so back at the farm. Turn your beam off, mate. Wow. Let's call it a day. Happy. Still got 2,600 litres of wheat. So you're good. Plenty of water in you, plenty of water in you, plenty of water in you. So 1623 in each of those. 2003 in that. What have you run out of now? Eggs again, probably, is it? Yep. And the chicken clucks as if to mock me. I mean, maybe we should just do that. Maybe we should just get rid of that over there and put the big chicken pen in, regardless of whether I delete all that down there. It's getting quite frustrating that these chickens just can't lay faster because there's only 20 of them or whatever it is. Yeah, I know, guys. I know it's not your fault. I know. 17 eggs. You know, they're pretty low maintenance animals, aren't they? They don't take a massive amount of wheat. My mother always said sleep on it, so sleep on it we shall. $16 eggs at least taken over, some flour, fine. Loads of garlic, loads of napa. Loads of spring onion. Yeah, okay. I guess that's a shame you can't have third person with a torch. Hey, bud. Morning. Still there. Okay, so October. What have you got in store for us? Let's have a look. Weather-wise, we're okay if we move fast. Should be fine all day today to get the wheat in the ground, which is good. Plenty of products over there. Place is an absolute mess, as usual. Okay, a little bit of wood left over there. Probably need to be topped up, actually. Should have done that last month, didn't think. Okay, now you've still got 5,000 litres of wood in. So that's not too bad. Don't be by there a minute, my friend. Let's get over here, hook up our cedar. You need some fertilizer. Right, over here. Bet you filled up that. Fine. Have we got any seed anywhere? I don't know. Got 428 litres left. Well, let's see how far that gets us. Wow, don't tip it over and break it. That won't be good. Here comes the sun. There's some eggs there, so we can drop those off, keep the production ticking over as best as we can. You got your work cut out here, my friend. I went past it. Spinach, wheat. Do you want 3 headlands? Start with the up and down. And away you go, my friend. Okay, so let's have a look. Yeah. No, go on. Go on, go on, go on. Keep your own at me. Temper, temper. Where are we going? Chickens. If I could load up all those seedlings, even at just a couple of £100 each. You know, there's a few grand there for us. Isn't to be sniffed at. Sure you're still running. We've still got plenty of wheat in you. Excellent. And rice. That's fine. You're good. Why? I thought I put... So that's a bit of an issue. I didn't put enough rice in. How can that... I've not made one though. I don't understand. Well, that's really frustrating, and quite the error on my part, because that's just wasted rice that has. Which means the next time we get rice, I'm going to have to put some in there. Just to try and get some of that out. Clearly my maths is just all over the shop. How annoying. How very, very annoying. Okay, so we got plenty going on over here. A bit of napa, spring onions, garlic, more spring, garlic. Some lettuce. When is that? I'm assuming it's January for all the best prices. Garlic January. Lettuce January. Yeah, napa January. So fine. It's just easy enough then that we get rid of all of that in January at the same time. So we've got this now working over here. Excellent. Worker is busy planting in a very strange way, but nonetheless the wheat is going in. That's the main thing. Let's have a quick look. Those two. Ah, okay, that could be quite useful actually. Only 8 months. 7,200 used. Only 13.5 new. Yeah, if we had a bit of grass to go and play with, it might be the way. Still very undecided. You never know on the next episode. There may be some changes afoot, but I think we're going to call it a day there, and I'll see you again shortly. Now, if you have enjoyed this episode, then please do give it a like and a subscribe. Sorry, if you have enjoyed the episode, please give it a like and a subscribe so I can see what's working for other viewers. If you have got any thoughts, please feel free to leave them in the comments. I will respond to you. And until next time, be happy, stay safe, and we'll speak again soon. Take care.